Hey guys, this is Adam Chinlang from the Torakan Dojo. Today I'm going to do a special video for you guys. I'm going to try and help you guys understand how to wrap your hands. Wrapping hands for me is something that I never really used to take on too much, and as of recent, as I got older, and from constantly hitting objects, bags, or inspiring, my hands started to get a little bit of wear and tear and a little bit of arthritis in my knuckle, especially my pinky. So I started wrapping my hands, and looked it up on YouTube, and there aren't very many people doing hand wraps that I could have understood properly. So I found a way of doing it, and I think it's very easy and very straightforward. So we'll just get to the hand wraps. So Jivan will pan on the hand wraps. These are nice hand wraps from Combat Sports. They're 2 inches. They're 180 inches long, and they have a slight elasticity about them. They're not just stiff wraps, right? So these are pretty good. However, they wrap when they come like this with a piece of Velcro right here, yeah. And then in order to wrap your hands, you have to roll out the entire hand wrap and get this part here on the other end of it, which most people tend to wrap around their thumb. I don't particularly like wrapping around the thumb, so I'm going to show you a way that I do it a lot, right? So here I'm going to roll it out. You'll see this side down. If you have wraps like these, this is very useful, so that when you actually bring it back around to the end to secure it and finish your wrap, you'll know that you're in the proper place, because the Velcro will wrap in the right direction, right place, right on top. So what I do is I usually count 8. I take the strap and I just fold it just about to the size of my knuckles, or maybe slightly larger than my knuckles, so it'll fit all the way over. And I wrap it I fold it 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why 8? No real reason, just because I think it's nice and padded after 8. So 7, 9, whatever number you want to work with is your choice at that point in time. But from here, I take the end that's wrapped, so not by the strap end, by the end that is wrapped. Okay, and then I'm going to use my thumb as like a gripping point, right? And I'm going to grip the wrap, right? I'm going to lay it right on top of my knuckles, so that my knuckle itself falls halfway in between, or even just a little bit more than halfway, a little bit closer to the top, so that the actual wrap falls more on my fingers, right? And then I use my thumb and I hold right there. So most of the times, because I have pretty small hands and short fingers, the wrap actually comes down to the second set of knuckles on the hand, right? So once I'm there, I'm going to take the wrap, and I'm going to and this is another benefit of it wrapping around where you have the thumb part on this side. It's already rolled here, so you don't have to wrap it with a whole bunch of loose cloth. So here, hold it, pull it, and then from here I'm gonna grab it and then make one wrap to secure it, right? Once it's secure, I'm gonna do it a second time, but I'm gonna come down a little bit, so then you can see the line on it now. And then I'm going to draw it down to my wrist, and then I'm going to wrap once around my wrist, and then I'm going to take it back up to my pinky. As I take it back up to my pinky and the finger next to my pinky, I'm going to pull long on it. As I pull long on it, I'm just going to spread my fingers on it, right, so that it's nice and secure. I pull it back down to the same spot, or the same side that I wrapped from my pinky, and then I'm going to take it in between the middle finger and the other finger. Pull it, do the same thing, just in and out, right? And then from that point, instead of wrapping back towards my thumb, I'm going to wrap it the other way. So it's going to come the other direction. You see how it's going to crisscross now on the hand? I'm going to wrap it the other direction, make one loop on the hand, and then bring it back up now, so it's actually making a little X. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's making a little X on the wrap itself. So I'm now wrapping that section between my middle finger and my index finger, yeah? And then from there, I send it back in the same direction that I just came. Down, wrap it around the wrist again, once. Once I wrap it around the wrist, I'm then gonna send it back up towards between the thumb and the index finger. But I'm not wrapping the thumb. I'm actually gonna wrap and support the sections that I just used to wrap through my other fingers. So it's here, one, and now I'm wrapping across that X, yeah? I'm gonna do it once, catch it, secure it, go back, and once I secure it, I then take it back down to the wrist and I continue wrapping, wrapping, wrapping until it's all over. Usually 180 inches of wrap is good enough for any size hand. If you got small hands like me, it's even better, because all this excess wrap is good for my wrist support when I'm putting it in my glove, right? So now if you look at my hands, okay, I have good padding across my knuckles, yeah? They're all secured because my fingers are all secured, yeah? And it's also the fingers that are secured by an extra wrap as well too. And it goes nice, and I don't ever spend any time on my thumb because I think that for striking, my thumb is not really involved in the actual striking process. It's more the first four fingers or the other four fingers on the hand. But for me right now, like, I get tremendous support and padding on my baby fingers and my other knuckles, which was really good for me for preserving my knuckles for future, especially if you have a career in martial arts, or you're just doing it for the love of kickboxing or hitting the bag. You definitely want to protect your hands as much as you can, so that you can use them a lot more and have a longer lifespan in it. All right, so that's it for hand wraps. If you have any questions about it, again, look at the video again, or come check us out at Torakan Dojo in Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain, Woodbrook, torakandojo.com. Thank you very much.